Swear with the goons. Big step, I just came from the moon. I'm smoking the real one. I'm working the fool. I grip my tools. Right when I'm dropped out of school. And my dog gon' shoot. And his head ain't tight with the screws. I want you to know that we spit out the cool.
Welcome back. It is Too Loud. It is Wednesday. Welcome back to Too Loud with Sound Right. Thank you for joining us here Anchor or wherever you're listening to us. Or if you're on the YouTube. We are here. It's Too Loud Wednesday lists. Super stacked edition because it's a big list this time. Big boy list.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
Double the list, double the...
Trouble? Double the bubble? I feel like it's Rick and Morty. We're just improvising words. But
That's what we do all the time.
Pro Football Focus is dropping a top 50 players in the NFL today. Well, not today, but going into next year. So we decided to come up with our own list. 50 players, too much. We do a lot of that in half the time.
Do that much work.
If we did 10 players, that'd be too little. That's like, okay, like you're just giving us like the NFL top 100, top 10, that's it.
Yeah.
So,
Anybody could do a top 10.
Top
You
25.
do those once a week.
There's a lot of position because half of the top 10 would be quarterbacks. So it's like,
I mean, half of my top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, actually, half of my top 10 is quarterbacks.
well, half your top 10 is
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
half of my top 10 is quarterbacks.
Well, that's good because I sent you my little top 25. And,
You did.
And I'm not gonna. I'm
And
not
you
gonna
left-
go over the whole thing. But
You left off some players, though, where I was like,
I put Mahomes 1, Dalvin Cook at 3, which I definitely know pissed you off. You're like, that doesn't make sense. T.J. Watt at 8. I put Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill at 11 and 12. I even put Jalen Ramsey at 18.
yeah, that would be okay. 25.
And then you like, I
He's
put
not even the
Justin
best
Simmons?
corner in the league.
Who's the best corner in the league?
Probably Xavier Howard
Or J.R. Alexander, but I don't think so.
or Marlon Humphreys.
Nah, you're smoke. You're blowing smoke. No,
All Jalen Ramsey is blowing smoke.
no, he's one of the best corners out.
He's
He's
one
the
of the
best corner. He's the
He's
best
not
corner.
the best corner
He's the best
out.
corner out.
He's
I
not.
put Justin Simmons at 21. You like the Broncos safety? He's definitely the
He's
best safety. in the
probably one of the best safeties. He's better than Jamal Adams. I'll give him
league.
that
Yeah,
much.
no, because I saw a lot of lists and they're putting Jamal Adams top 25, and that was upsetting. But I put your boy Zeke at 25, and that was a little low.
Which
but
is not bad. I could see why.
He should have been higher, but I guess it's just I'm thinking about last year
Yeah, but also like,
because he could have been over Khalil Mack.
but also going into this list, looking at all these players, I pretty much made it where I looked at all the best teams, the most competitive teams, the teams who looked like they could win a Super Bowl, and then I broke it down to like, okay, these players are vital to their team's success. Kind of an MVP, a most valuable player list. So if this team's gonna be successful, this guy has to be,
So you have some
as great as-
criteria actually, because
Yeah.
the list lacks that sometimes.
I
And it's usually
it's almost once a week, every other time we do this. So yeah, that's kind of my criteria going into it. I already know that it's gonna be flipped and flopped throughout, but let's do this. We'll go every five at a time, and then we'll discuss. Or
Yeah.
do you want to do each?
Every 5 at a time, because if you definitely well, we have to do 13 and 12, so just might as well 6 and 7. Or no?
25. What are you talking about?
Well, we're gonna do 5 at a time, but then never mind. Just do how you're gonna do it.
Okay, so let's start off. The 25 best NFL players in 2021. We got Tyreek Hill at number 25.
Wow.
Ezekiel Elliott at 24. Justin Herbert at 23. Khalil Mack at 22. And Zach Martin at 21.
Justin Herbert is above. Oh my god. So, what I'm wondering is, you don't have Myles Garrett on here, do you? Or you do?
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind. I don't want to keep spoiling stuff, but okay. Well, Justin Herbert's where I'm confused. Ezekiel Elliott, you have him
24.
behind Justin Herbert, which is what I'm more confused
Because,
about.
like I said, Zeke has to have a good year coming back and everything, but the Chargers are kind of on Justin Herbert's back right. He was the rookie of the year last year and broke Peyton Manning's record. Kid's a baller. He's the
Baker-
best
I
young
think it was Baker
quarterback.
Mayfield.
He's the outside. Okay, so there's like the top tiers who we'll get to. There's like that middle tier who we'll get to.
Bro, how many quarterbacks do you have on this fucking top? You said the top
That
25
middle tier
quarterbacks
we'll
ever?
get to. But like of the best of the new crop of quarterbacks,
Justin Herbert's
he's the best guy. He's the guy that's gonna. If he does what he did last year, the Chargers should have a better defense.
Okay.
The Chargers have the weapons. The Chargers should be a threat this year if Justin Herbert continues the ball.
Is Kyler Murray on
He's
this
that
list?
good.
I'm assuming no, right?
We'll see.
What? Wow.
Oh.
How many goddamn quarterbacks do you have on this list? I was just assuming you're like, oh no, you had a debate with yourself and you're like, it's either Kyler Murray or Justin Herbert. Well, Justin Herbert did
You know
have a
what?
great
I
year.
actually did have that debate, and I put on Justin Herbert because I have another Cardinals player on here.
No, that's what I
So
probably figured.
I didn't think that.
Zeke should be higher, but I mean, I put him lower.
There's
than
other.
this one.
Honestly, I put him behind on the running backs, and I put him behind Zach Martin, who got hurt last year on the Cowboys.
And I'm very interested.
That's the whole crux of the line right
'Cause
there.
there's like 2 or 3 linemen better than Zach Martin, and I hope you have them on this list
No.
if you're doing that. There's not 2 linemen better than Zach Martin.
In
on
pro
there.
football, they only had the Colts lineman above him.
Quentin Nelson, yeah.
Yeah.
He's an animal, of course. He's definitely.
And but the
top
Colts are
20.
not built off that one guy. The Cowboys, if
Whoa.
our line goes down, look at what happened last year.
Whoa.
So Zach Martin's health and him playing well is vital to the Cowboys, to
Whoa.
everybody doing well.
Okay, and then who else did you have right here?
Khalil Mack was at 22
Khalil Mack's
above
in
Justin Herbert and Zeke, and 25 was Tyreek Hill.
Okay, because Khalil Mack, I had a problem too, because I was like, oh, should I put Khalil Mack or Bobby Wagner? Because Bobby Wagner's a fucking beast.
Bobby Wagner's good, yeah.
He's fucking a beast.
But
dude.
like,
and his IQ's
the Bears
amazing.
defense is better than the Seahawks defense right now.
It is, and Khalil Mack, I just feel like if you put him on like a better defense, he would be like, it would just be a championship type defense. Like,
But that Bears defense is already really good.
alright, it's all right. It's like a top 10, barely at 10.
Really good.
Barely at 10. No, it's just
The
'cause-
top of
But I'm
the
sorry,
top
Sam.
threes.
The Cowboys don't play defense. The Broncos are used to being formed on defense.
But
So
the
I don't
Bears
know.
have a better defense than the Broncos.
I don't think after this year. I don't think
With
so.
Khalil Mack, they do, because the Broncos don't have anybody as good as Khalil Mack.
Just know, Khalil Mack was at 22 or like 20 something on the Pro Football Focus list. Because right now they're doing it every day and it ends on Friday basically. And they have Bryce Callahan. Do you know what Bryce Callahan is? I think they have him ranked higher than Josh Allen too. And he's the Broncos cornerback. And they have him going into next year.
Oh my God.
And they obviously they have Justin Simmons at
Yeah.
like 25. But yeah, all I'm saying
No.
is that Broncos defense is better than Khalil Mack. So I better hope I
Not-
see Justin Simmons.
It's not one Bronco on this list.
Oh my God! How is Justin Simmons? He's the top safety, so that means he's one of the best DBs in the fucking in the world right now, basically.
Yeah, but you know, having the best DV is not gonna get you.
Oh my
You know,
God!
doesn't matter.
Ask Ed Reed. But anyway.
Okay, who else played on that defense?
Some other guys.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to the next 5. Next 5, we got number 20, running back out of New Orleans, Alvin Kamara. Number 19, DeAndre Hopkins, receiver for the Cardinals. Number 18, Darius Leonard, linebacker for the Indianapolis Colts. Number 17, Dalvin Cook, running back for the Vikings. And number 16, TJ Watt for the Steelers.
Okay, so TJ Watt's had like someone like he's like top like 2 or 3 in sacks, tackles, and like quarterback rushes and everything since he's
Probably
hit the league.
the best
Outside
defensive
linebacker in the
player
league. Yes.
like of last year, not named
and
other
he
guy.
might even win Defensive Player of the Year pretty soon.
Yeah.
So like it's that one's questioning.
And the Steelers had like no offense, and their defense is what really wanted. And who's the other linebacker on their team though that's really good?
It's not Bud Dupree. It's the other guy. Forgot his
Oh,
name.
they lost, but
Devin
Dupree
White?
too, huh?
No, it's not Devin White. Devin White's the other guy. Devin Bush. Devin Bush
Yeah,
is good too.
but TJ Watt's the guy that made that team just. They have Casey Hayward too, but
Yes. So no, I think he's ranked too low. He's like a top 15 player.
still. I have a lot of offense though coming up, so like, but there is a couple defensive players that are ranked
See,
ahead of him.
I'm okay with putting TJ Watt over Dalvin Cook. But you know what? I need to keep seeing who's on the list to like argue with Dalvin Cook because all those guys you said there are really damn good. He's definitely you put him in.
And again, they're all the linchpins of their team. So Darius Leonard, if he's out with that Colts defense, they are not as great as they
I
are.
think DeAndre Hopkins is more important than Darius Leonard though, because DeAndre Hopkins is
I
fucking
think-
crazy good.
Yeah, but it also could be say that you just need Kyler Murray with all those old receivers, and they'd still be just as good. Like they're better with DeAndre Hopkins, but they're maybe just as good without him.
It's the Cardinals curse. It's like the Clippers curse. It's and then who else do you have at 18, 19?
It was 20 Alvin
And
Kamara.
you're saying Alvin Kamara is worse than TJ Watt.
I mean,
Alvin
Alvin
Kamara's
Kamara has,
awesome.
but Alvin Kamara has what? Great fantasy games, and the Saints still lose. You can put up stats, but they won't win. They're like how you said Devin Booker played last year, where he scored 70 points, but it doesn't really matter.
Alvin Kamara's an animal.
He is an animal.
He's like top 10.
But again, he's gonna put the stats up, but that's not gonna help Jameis Winston one way or another. He's just gonna get his bread.
I don't know, man. I need to keep seeing the list to like really figure it out, because right now you're just throwing Alvin Kamara at 20. I'm like, oh, that's low. Dalvin Cook, I think it's low just because, but I think Dalvin Cook's really great. So like TJ Watt in front of him is nothing I could argue with. Dalvin Cook had 1,500 yards,
But
300 carries. I like that. Dalvin Cook could have over 300 carries, like a Derrick Henry, but also catch
You know
the
what
ball.
brought down Dalvin Cook though?
What?
Is Justin Jefferson. It was
Oh,
like if
Justin
it was a
Jefferson.
top fit, like I was thinking about putting him, but I'm like, nah. If it was like top 30 maybe.
But what also brings up Dalvin Cook
But
is that
if Dalvin Cook goes out, they still have the other guy, and they
They're
run the
alright.
ball all the time. Yeah.
they're all right.
And then Justin
Not as
Jefferson's
good.
opening up holes for him too.
I
So
don't know. Dalvin Cook, he's the man. He's that whole offense.
I gave him it over Zeke right now, just because he's more important to the Vikings right now than the Zeke is to the Cowboys.
Okay. But we're at 15, so how did you want to do this before we go to commercial?
We'll do 5 more, and then we'll go into the top 10.
Yeah, sounds good.
Also free Brittany. At number 15, we have Russell Wilson, quarterback of the Seahawks. 14, George Kittle, tight end of the Niners. 13, Lamar Jackson, quarterback of the Ravens,
You mean running back?
who you did not have on your 25 list.
Yeah. How many playoff games has he won? None. Yeah, he's weak. And his
He
offense.
has not won a play.
his
He's
off-
definitely won a playoff game.
won a playoff game?
He's made it to
No, he
a.
loses the first round every year. Lost to the Bills this past year. Then the year before that, because remember they bought it like.
Yeah, he lost
yeah,
to
right.
the Titans.
They lost to the Titans the year before. Then lost to Chargers the year before
Did
that.
they beat the Colts last year? Off nonsense?
No, no, they didn't.
Oh no, the Bills beat the Colts off
Yeah,
nonsense.
no. He's never won a playoff game. He's weak. It's because he's so predictable, his offense, that when it goes to like a game where you have to actually plan for him and you have a couple of weeks, it's easy.
Anyway, number 12, Nick Bosa
Oh.
of the Niners,
Nick Bosa's better than Joey?
and 11, Christian McCaffrey.
What? I didn't even have him on my list.
You didn't have
Really?
him on your list.
Ugh. You're telling me, okay, I guess Dalvin Cook's not.
Because
You're telling me Alvin
what-
Kamara, you wouldn't rather have like as a running back, like not even like fantasy points or nothing. You would rather have Alvin Kamara rather than Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey is the backbone of that entire team. Like, they live and die by Christian McCaffrey.
Well, that's because they forced it to him. That
But
had
he's
nothing to do
good
with
enough to do it. But they do the same thing for Alvin Kamara, and it doesn't it's not all on Alvin Kamara. They still have Michael Thomas.
And they always like to split back.
Another
with, like,
receiver.
different
Yeah,
running
they
backs.
use like a Mark Ingram or somebody. So like, the Latavius Murray. Christian McCaffrey normally does it by himself.
I don't know, man. The
But
line's
Nick
not that
Bosa for the Niners.
bad. Better
How
than
bad
Joey?
did that defense was a Super Bowl defense with him as a rookie. He got hurt, and they became one of the worst defenses in the league.
More like a curse. Because they still have Fred Warner. Fred Warner's like one of the best linebackers in the league.
That's true. And I arguably could have put Fred Warner,
Yeah, I wanted to put Fred Warner in mine, but I feel like that was just hopping on.
but I think Fred Warner really came on this year. So I
And
could
he's
have
under
put.
25. He's young. too.
Yeah, so both of them could have made this list, but no, I think Nick Bosa coming back to the Niners is actually going to make them really, really good.
And then who's 12,
And-
13, 14?
It was Nick Bosa, Lamar Jackson, George Kittle, and Russell Wilson.
Okay. You have Tyreek Hill behind George Kittle.
Yes. Because George Kittle leaves that offense, they're nowhere near as good as when Tyreek Hill leaves the Chiefs offense. Patrick Mahomes can still do stuff.
You don't have David Bakhtiari on here either.
What the hell?
The guy who's
fuck did
good
you
on the
say to me?
fucking Packers.
Oh,
That's
the
why Aaron
tackle?
Rodgers never got tackled. Yes. Barely got sacked all year. My
Are
God.
they going to like him this year because he doesn't like the team?
David Bakhtiari?
Yeah.
Or Aaron Rodgers.
Both.
I guess. And you have no Browns linemen who are like the best linemen in the league.
Well, name a Browns lineman.
Forgot his name. I think it's Will.
Exactly.
Like something.
Exactly.
Heitman.
It's- how am I gonna name him a best player?
Heitman. I know.
I am the hype man.
Hytman.
No.
Heitman.
None of those players are better than Lamar Jackson or George Kittle or Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson at 15 does make sense, but I'd much rather have TJ Watt than Russell Wilson.
Maybe flip Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson. I could see that argument.
Because Lamar Jackson threw for fucking 2,700 yards this year. Even though he has rushed for 1,000 yards like 3 years in a row. It's just...
But, I don't know. Russell Wilson seems like when things don't go his way, he like kind of goes like, "Hey, they're not going my way," and cries to Sierra. Whereas Lamar Jackson's like, "Nah, I just need to take a shit and like I'm gonna run this ball and do whatever I can to win this game."
Okay.
But yeah, those were 25 through 11 best players in the NFL. We coming up to the top 10. So stay tuned after this break, and it will get too loud.
I am miles from your system.
Are you the smartest of all your friends? The one who keeps everyone up to date on the latest news? Do you give great financial advice? Save boring family parties with your knowledge of dragons? Did your fantasy baseball advice help your uncle win his 6th straight championship? You have the power. You are a podcaster, a champion of voice, sound, and knowledge. You have a great power, and the only way to wield such a power is with Anchor.fm.
On Anchor.fm, it's easy as Sunday morning to make a podcast. Let me break it down for y'all. It's free as can be. You can edit descriptions, cover art, recordings, and everything else you need to build a podcast from your computer or phone. It doesn't just put your podcast on Anchor.fm. Your podcast can be listened to all over the world on Spotify, Apple Music, and much more. You can make money from your podcast, and it doesn't even matter if you have 1 listener or 1,000 listeners. Everything you need to make a podcast is all in one place at Anchor.fm.
Use your power. Start a podcast. Save the world with Anchor.fm.
Download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor.fm to get started.
Great song. Ellie Goulding, man. Welcome back to Too Loud. We're going over the top 10 now. NFL players of 2021.
Give a recap of the ones that you went over.
Real quick, it was Tyreek Hill at 25, Ezekiel Elliott at 24, 23, Justin Herbert, 22, Khalil Mack, 21, Zach Martin, 20, Alvin Kamara, 19, DeAndre Hopkins, 18, Darius Leonard, 17, Dalvin Cook, 16, TJ Watt, 15, Russell Wilson, 14, George Kittle, 13, Lamar Jackson, 12, Nick Bosa, number 11, Christian McCaffrey.
You're just sipping that fantasy juice on Christian McCaffrey, aren't you?
I mean, this year, yeah, you probably should get him.
Oh, I will.
People are gonna like.
Oh, if he drops, I'm getting him.
People are gonna be like, I don't know, he got hurt. Like, nah.
If I don't get Christian McCaffrey, I'm getting Zeke. Straight up what it is.
Damn.
Zeke, Dak, Amari Cooper, in that order.
Stop getting the Cowboys.
So wait, there's no more Cowboys on the list? You're such a bitch.
We'll see.
I thought there was only one player per team.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. I said I just looked at what players are most important to the competitive teams.
So there's 2 Cowboys and no Broncos. Great.
There's no Broncos.
Great.
Of course there's no Broncos.
Yeah, Justin Simmons ain't shit.
He ain't.
And Bryce Callahan, whatever.
Yeah, because who the hell is Bryce Callahan?
He's our fucking second-year player now. He's
Sounds like
Iowa.
he does the news with Ron Burgundy.
No, he's an animal.
Here's the weather with Bryce Callahan.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's racist to put him as the weatherman.
Why is that? I was not even go with that. Anyway, let's go down to it. I guess we'll do a typical top 10.
Yes.
All right. So number 10. Number 10, Sir Tomathan William Brady.
You're fucking high. You're
Tom
high.
Brady, number 10.
You're
No,
high.
no, I'm not.
No, you're high.
No, I am not. I have not been all day.
Sal.
I'm not gonna allow it all day
What
today.
the fuck does this man have to do for you to think that he's not top 5 at least?
He's top 10.
It's because he's old. And
He's
he has
old.
Weapons, and
Yes.
tell me if they have James Winston back there, they wouldn't do the same thing.
They-
Shut up.
no, they wouldn't do the same
things
thing.
because they have Tom
No,
Brady.
Tom Brady gets him
Did
to
you see that
a
fucking,
certain. Yes,
that
yes.
fucking video I put up today
Listen.
on my Instagram was all stupid?
Yes.
Tom Brady pointed at me and said, "This is for you, Ryan and Bryson and Aaron Rodgers." Just knock down that butt because he has sauce, Sal. He has fucking sauce.
Okay, if you put Tom Brady on the Panthers, are they as good?
Dude, if you put Tom Brady
If you
on the
put Tom
Panthers,
Brady,
Okay. But if you put Tom Brady on the Panthers, then you get the LeBron free agents that come in with him.
that's
Which always
okay,
happens.
but that's what happened with Tampa.
But that's all you need, Sal.
Okay, but that does not mean you're a
It's
good
magic
player.
hour.
That does not
Sal.
add to the ability of the player
This is so
at
hilarious.
this point.
I just want you to say this out loud.
He's number
to yourself
10
again.
right now.
How? He just won a goddamn Super Bowl, Sal. And
Yeah.
you hate the fuck out
Okay,
of
you
him.
know what? Because I'll bring it up later. He's number 5, and I'll tell you why they won a goddamn Super Bowl.
Oh my god, dude.
They finished because of Tom Brady. It's not like Tom Brady did an epic Tom Brady thing. He did it over the playoffs, but like,
You just
it's
you
not all
sound like
him.
such a
It's
hater.
not
You
all
sound
him.
like
I'm not
such
even
a-
hating. I won money off of Tom Brady.
Oh my god. I just don't
I don't bet against Tom Brady. I picked him to shoot a shot over Devin Booker yesterday. He's 10.
That's ridiculous.
He's too old to be top 2.
Exactly.
You put him at 2 on your list. You put him at 2.
Because he won he out-dueled Aaron Rodgers in the
No,
playoffs.
no,
And
no,
the Packers were a good
no.
team too.
No, that's
Yes.
not what happened.
Yeah, he out-dueled
That's
him.
I know things were fuzzy that weekend, but no, that's
No.
not what happened.
See, because all you see is like, oh, the way Tom Brady throws, the way his stats are like this.
No.
No. They're literally teaching all these young bucks like, hey, motherfucker, this is what the Packers are going to do this week, and I got the sauce because I fucking got the craziest IQ in the NFL.
But if it
and I'm
was
gonna teach you
just-
everything I learned from Bill Belichick, and that's it. Bro, you're
If
telling
you
me
put them on the
Bucs-
Patriots now, they're not as good as the Bucks.
Sal,
You
Sal,
put them on the Patriots now, they're
Sal.
not as good as the Bucks.
You're making me just cry from
If you
laughing
put them on the Patriots
because-
now, are they
okay,
as good
okay.
for the Bucks?
Okay, where were the Bucks literally the year before Tom Brady went? They did not make it to the fucking playoffs. Then they go to the Super Bowl and win it.
They
That's the
still had the
definition.
best offense in the league and most of that defense.
Oh my God, Sal. You are making it sound like right now. If you would hear yourself like a year ago, like hyping up the Bucks like this, you would think you sound crazy.
No, you're just being too loud. I'm not taking anything away from him. I'm just not going to put a 50-year-old man at
Yeah.
40-year-old man at he's
You're right.
36.
You're right. He was 36. He's not 36.
How old is he?
He's 43 years old.
43. I'm not going to put a 43-year-old
You're right.
player
You're right. It's not like
top
he's-
5
it's
in
not
the
like-
NFL right now.
It's funny too, because it's not like he's never hurt, or like it's not like he always wins, or like it's not like the Bucks were the worst team in the NFC South until he came there. You make it sound like he literally went to like the Lakers, like he went to some great ass team. He went to one of the shittiest teams in the NFC South. Everyone was literally like, why the fuck you went to the Bucks? Then he goes to the Bucks, and all of a sudden you're like,
Okay,
the
but
Bucks,
he
the
also
Bucks.
got a plethora of free agents to play with him.
And
It
that's-
wasn't the same Bucks team.
But you're making it sound like that's not because of Tom Brady. Tom Brady is
Okay,
good.
he's not playing for them.
He's literally
He's
like,
not that defense.
He's a human magnet.
He's
where
not the defense.
So like when everyone's like, oh, LeBron's greatness is taking off because he attracts all these people around him. Yeah, because that's what LeBron does.
No,
Just the way it
LeBron
works.
does not attract people around him. He surrounds himself with vanilla midgets so he can look better.
No, not when he had D Wade and Chris Bosh and everyone else.
No, he played with old D Wade, who at that point was a vanilla midget. Anyway, number 9.
Jesus. 10.
No, that was 10. Now we're moving on to 9.
Oh, okay.
It was better than Thomas Brady. And at number 9, it's Myles Garrett. On the Browns. Best defensive player on the Browns.
Okay. So you're not only saying Tom Brady's not better than a Browns player, but you're saying a Browns player.
You put it like that.
How new gen are you now? That you are now just hyped up on the
I'm
Browns. so
new gen
fast.
enough to know that it's this year's list.
And you're good. And so Tom Brady's just not going to throw for 4,000 yards. At
He's
40
not
years
going to
old.
throw for 4,000 yards this year.
So
I
we're gonna
guarantee- I can guarantee he's not gonna throw for 4,000 yards.
Back
No,
on
this year.
it.
Yeah.
Back on it.
He's
$20
not gonna throw for
All right.
4,000 yards.
$20 a Point Local gift card.
You have AB, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, everybody around him. Oh, and Gronk, and OJ Howard,
You know what's funny?
and a solid offensive
So
line.
before that, all they had was Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and OJ Howard, and then Gronk and AB only came because of him and Leonard Fournette, and then that's what blew him wide open.
Oh, and the rookie lineman too that they added,
Oh yeah, Trey
and
Lance.
all the defense they have.
Yeah, Levante David. Well, it's not their fault that they drafted Antoine Winfield's son the same year that they got fucking Tom Brady. So
Myles Garrett is what makes the Browns tick. If he's not there, the Browns are not as good as what they are. He's the top 3 defensive player of the year this year.
can't wait till the Browns go to like the second round, and then Myles Garrett.
Well, because it's not all Myles Garrett. He doesn't have a team around him like Tom Brady.
Yes, and that's because Tom Brady's the man.
That's not how it works.
Oh my God.
Having a good team around you does not make you a better player.
I can't wait.
You're
till-
just gonna say that every list.
No, every
yeah,
season,
every one.
I'm
You're
just
just
gonna
gonna-
argue against Tom Brady
Yeah.
because there's no way, unless you tell me someone who's convincing.
That Myles Garrett, number 9, number 8,
A Browns player.
number 8, Dakota Prescott.
Okay,
Yeah, let that sit.
that's literally
Coming back from one leg
I'm literally not
because
gonna
he's the
say
most important player coming back for the Cowboys.
I'm literally not gonna say
Gonna
anything
make
just
them
because
better than the
you're-
Bucks, and you'll see that week 1.
You're capping. You're literally just capping.
No cap.
It's okay.
That's Tuesday's segment.
It's okay.
It's Wednesday. We're writing
Okay.
the list.
I understand.
And Dak,
I see what you're doing here.
right now,
Makes sense.
at his level, what they're doing
Skip Bayless said Trae Young was trashed. I understand.
is better than Tom Brady.
Matt Kellerman did say Iguodala would make the shot if the world was on the line.
He's
So I understand
right now,
exactly-
of all time, no.
Exactly.
But
what
if
you're
you stack them up next to each other, you want Dak.
doing. Put Tom Brady on the Cowboys and they win a Super Bowl.
I mean, yes.
So then that's it.
But he would not have won a Super Bowl with our offensive line last year because nobody could have.
It's fine, Sal. It's okay. I see what you're doing. You're straight. It's like straight capology. It's the cap. It's the
You're
cap.
the one who pulled from the infinite capness last night. If anybody knows cap, it's you.
So why wasn't Dak Prescott in that list over there? It's because he's not great, and you don't want him in the last 5 minutes. and
I
that's
don't
all
want
care
him
about.
taking a 3-pointer.
I want dominance. I want Dak in,
No,
in fantasy.
Dak-
I'll get Dak in fantasy over Tom Brady, but that's
But Tom Brady's supposed to throw for 4,000 yards and have the greatest season of all time this year, isn't he? The second best season of the league this year, according to you.
So what
He's supposed to be the
happens-
second best player next year.
So Dak Prescott's like he's good, but
Dak
like
Prescott did better than Tom Brady in,
his
what,
IQ
5 games?
His IQ's not as good. So like Tom Brady will literally look at the matchup and be like, oh, I remember like what Bill Belichick told me. So we're gonna run all game this one, and who cares about your fucking fantasy? I'm just gonna throw like 1 touchdown, and that's what he's gonna do. But
Yeah,
Dak Prescott's
just throw
literally
one
gonna be like,
touchdown.
wow,
Just
I
throw
have-
1 touchdown.
Dak Prescott's like, wow, I have
Go
absolutely
11 for like 22.
No, he's gonna go 22.
Probably worse.
22 for 30.
No.
200 yards. But like then he's gonna give you 300-400.
Dak Prescott did better in 6 games than Tom Brady did all year.
No, he didn't. He only threw for 1,800 yards. Tom Brady threw for 4,000 last year too. It's tough, Sal.
He
Tom
threw for
Brady-
almost half of that in less than every games.
Well, that's how that works, dude. That's what happens.
Dak
man.
Prescott at number 8.
Tom Brady doesn't get hurt like that.
He does.
Yeah, one time.
Dak's only done it once. Number 8, Dak Prescott. Number 7.
Patrick Mahomes.
Joshua Allen.
Okay, so
Josh Allen,
I understand completely now.
because he's the one who has to carry the Bills, although he does have help.
Paul Pierce did say on ESPN that he was better than D-Wade.
And
I
we'll
get
get
it.
to
I get
this.
it. I understand what you're doing.
No, because next year, Josh Allen right now is better than Tom Brady.
So Tom Brady has all the weapons, but Josh Allen has no weapons.
I mean, he only has
Give
one
Tom
guy.
Brady Josh Allen's weapons, and he will do better, if not the same. As
Okay,
fucking
yeah, if you give Tom Brady Stephon
Stephon
Diggs, it's over.
Fucking
Well, okay, you know what? I'm going to just say the next one, because the next one's Stephon Diggs.
what the fuck is up with this cap? What is all this cap going on? So are you gonna fit Travis Kelce? You're still gonna fit Devontae Adams? Are you
Oh,
still gonna fit? Elvis
those
Pittman?
two are not on that list.
What the fuck? How is Travis Kelce not on the list?
Because
George
he's not the-
Kittle's on the list.
Because
He's
George
not the
Kittle,
fucking tight end.
if Travis Kelsey's out for the Chiefs, they're still good. If George Kittle's out for the Niners, their offense is
Oh
gone.
my god, dude. Travis Kelce literally had 6 straight over 20-point fantasy games. You're telling me that's not like the greatest thing in
Okay,
your life?
and the games that he didn't play, did the Chiefs still not do Chiefs things? Did Patrick Mahomes
The
still
thing
not
is-
throw
The
touchdowns?
thing is, every year you say, oh, Travis, not you say, but I'm saying people say like, oh, Travis Kelce getting old, like, he's not going to do what he did. Like,
Did not
he
say that.
always does. He always
does.
does 16 games.
He
always
does.
it. So, like, you put Travis Kelce in the Niners,
But
man,
he's not the
they'd be
most.
happier.
He's not even the most important player on his team.
Holy
He's not even
shit,
the top
dude.
3 most important player on his
Dude.
team.
He's if anything, the second most important player on that team.
Oh my God.
He's in front of Tyreek Hill.
That's
for
cap.
Sure.
If they didn't have Patrick Mahomes, probably.
Alex Smith was still throwing it to him all the time. Oh my goodness. Travis Kelce's a beast. Whatever.
He's not on the list. Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen are.
Stephon Diggs had over 160 targets, over 1,400 yards.
And the Beast isn't getting vaccinated, so they don't have him no
10
more.
touchdowns. Wait, what? Really?
He's gonna retire. He's like, I'll retire if they make me get a vaccination.
Because nobody circles the wagon like the Beast. But I guess, but they still have Gabriel. If anything, that helps out Gabriel Davis's fantasy stock.
Yeah.
Because Emmanuel Sanders will take
This
a lot
isn't
of,
fantasy, dude.
whatever.
Stephon Diggs
Stephon
and
Diggs.
Josh Allen.
And he's not better than Devontae Adams, who had 18 touchdowns last year.
No,
What? The
he's fine, but like
the
Devontae
fuck?
Adams has never carried a team like Stephon Diggs has.
Holy, what the?
Twice,
fuck?
2 teams. Devontae Adams is just the best guy Aaron Rodgers has.
Stephon Diggs is better than Tom Brady, huh?
Yes, right now.
Ugh.
Right now, if you're doing a draft right now,
I
you're
know,
picking
I-
Stephon Diggs.
I understand what you're thinking, but Tom Brady's just.
He's 43.
Oh, you're right. You're right. No, you know what's funny? Everyone said that at 40. Everyone said that at 42. And it's bad.
But he's still not the best player.
He's won like 3 Super Bowls out of the last 5 years, Sal.
Oh my God.
What more do you need? Like, no, it's not pointing to the past to be like, oh, past accomplishments. It's just like he's gonna do it again. And it's gonna piss you off.
It's not.
It's gonna piss you off because he does it all the time.
It's okay. You want to know why? Because let's go to the next goddamn number.
Oh my God.
Number 5,
Trey Wirfs,
Levante David,
Levante, the 36-year-old Levante linebacker, Levante David.
best player on that defense.
Even though they have Devin White, and you're not even mentioning ex-Bronco legend Shaq Barrett.
No, not that old ass fool.
Shaq Barrett's younger than Levante David, you fuck! And I know that because I have Levante David on our Madden Fantasy League, and he already turned 38 years old after like 2 years.
Maybe, but yes, because that defense is what won them the championship.
Shaq Barrett's the one that won him the championship.
It's
Levante
that
David's
defense. It was that defense that was
You can't get
killing
all 12.
Patrick, all of them.
Oh my God, dude.
U.S. women's soccer league team this because it's the Bucks defense that won them that championship.
I don't get it.
It's them that killed Patrick Mahomes. It was not Tom Brady. Tom Brady had a solid game. That wasn't even his best Super Bowl performance.
Threw for 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. What more do you want from this
That
guy? What do you want him to do?
I don't want. He did it. He did enough. I didn't ask him to do more. You're the one giving him all the praise.
Because he's great. He's the reason the Bucks are good. Okay, so if he wins another Super Bowl this year, and will you put him number 1 next year's list, or are you just gonna say no, he's old again?
He's still old. It's not
Oh
just
my
him.
God.
It's not just him. He's not single-handedly bringing this team from the dirt.
You are giving the Bucks before Tom Brady way too much
They are
credit.
not the same team that they were as Jameis Winston.
Because
But they are not the no,
But
no,
only
no,
'cause
no,
of
no,
Tom
no,
Brady.
no, no,
Only
no, no,
'cause of
no,
Tom Brady.
no, because they had defensive players, they had rookie staff on defense, offense, and free agents. That's not just because Tom Brady showed up.
yeah, you're saying that, but Tom Brady showed up and Gronk came out of retirement, and AB actually acted good for a whole year. So I don't think
He's
you
on
understand-
probation too.
Yeah, I know. I don't think you understand the power of Tom Brady.
That's not Tom
You-
Brady.
You don't understand.
Can't
why-
give Tom Brady those points.
That's why I put Archie Manning.
That's why
at
he's
number 5,
no,
because Tom
no.
Brady
See,
is the
that's why
best.
Tom Brady's at 10 on my list and 2 on your list because you give him all these ridiculous points that don't translate.
Yeah,
He's still top 10.
he's
He's still better than Russell Wilson.
in your. Okay, so I want you to send that top 10 list to the boys. Just send it to them and piss them the fuck off because there's absolutely no way they would agree with any of this.
No, of course not. There's no Patriots on this list. All right, yeah,
Somebody
number
say
5,
the
Bucks
Patriots
defense or Levante David. Pick your choice.
Shaq Barrett. If any,
Shaq
Shaq Barrett's the one that was sacking the quarterback. Shaq
All of them were. Number 4,
Devin White.
Aaron Rodgers. Because if he goes to the Raiders or the Broncos right now,
Holy shit.
with just their team, not adding AB and Gronk and 20 rookies and free agents and LeBron and Bryson DeChambeau.
You have not heard any of the Tom Brady trash talk, have you? Because Tom Brady's just ripping Aaron Rodgers when he kicked his ass. And
Beating him at
because-
golf right now, too.
I know. Oh, they're winning? They're playing?
Oh, I mean, like, that's...
Oh, just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
he was
gonna
getting
beat him at
butts. He
golf,
said,
yeah.
This is for you, Aaron. He did them back to back. You know what? It's okay. You're a Cowboy fan. I know it hurts.
Who
for you to
won
say that.
MVP last year?
Who won the Super Bowl?
That's the Packers' fault.
Is it? Or is it Aaron Rodgers' fault for not running that first down?
It's a little of his too.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. Bastard.
Aaron Rodgers, man.
Aaron Rodgers, number 4.
Guy looks fat as shit right now.
Right, because he doesn't care. He's like, I'm not going to work, whatever.
You're literally choosing a guy who doesn't care as your top 3 just because he's in. Oh my god, whatever. I get it.
Yes, you get it. You already get it.
I'm understanding the cap.
Number 2.
Oh, number 2 now. All right. Actually, oh, okay. I understand who the 2 are. All right. In what order?
Derrick Anthony Henry.
I knew it. And okay. All right. Just like what I do with your
These
with
are all
my
the
list.
full names. Derrick Henry.
I piss you off the whole list, and then the
Is
number
he
one I
not,
know
is
what
he
it
not
is.
the best
Yeah, he's great. It's okay. Over 300 carries, over
king?
over 2,000
That whole team,
yards.
he's the entire backbone of the Titans.
Offensive MVP. I mean, now they have AJ Brown and Julio Jones, which will help them out more.
Going back to Aaron Rodgers just because he ruined my thing. If he does not play for the Packers this year, they're a top 5 draft pick.
Okay, and
If he plays with them, they're a Super Bowl contender.
I don't care. I see what you did. You're welcome. I mean, thank you, Sal. Thank you.
Derrick Henry, number 2. Or are you going to say Tom Brady's better than Derrick Henry? You have Tom Brady better than Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Tom Brady's better just because I think Derrick Henry's bound to get hurt because he has too many carries. He's already like 27 years old. He's
Yeah, but-
old in running back years.
But like he hasn't.
He's going to though. But just watch out for the 2 logics.
But he hasn't.
No, it's okay. It's all made up sense. I still you know.
No,
what's funny?
because you think he is going to get hurt, so it's going to jinx it back.
I don't care just because I know he's number 1. Just go to number 1.
And we know who number 1 is.
Yeah. Yes. And I'm glad that you didn't put any nonsense. Say it. Say his name.
Change the song. I'm trying to think of the full translation of his name.
Put Daniel. Put Daniel.
But Daniel
Mahomey.
Richard Mahomes.
He's loyal to his city.
Patrick Mahomes, of course, is number 1.
Like he's the greatest of all time.
This guy aside, he is
The greatest. Of all
going
time.
to kill everyone this year.
He's the greatest.
Everyone.
Put him on the Cowboys. They'd win a Super Bowl.
No one. We would win 2 Super Bowls in 1 year if Patrick Mahomes was on the Cowboys.
No cap. Man,
No
I don't
cap.
know. You need a defense though. But Patrick Mahomes would.
Patrick Mahomes, his first year when they won the Super Bowl, their defense was trash.
Yeah, no. No, it's okay. I forgive. All is well with the Tom Brady thing. I'm happy about this Patrick Mahomes thing. He's.
Of course, no.
You didn't put Aaron Donald on this list though. And Aaron Donald.
Oh, no, wait, he was 3. I skipped him. I
Oh,
saw
okay.
the Aarons. That's why I thought I saw him. Aaron Donald was
okay.
number 3.
Okay. Yeah, Aaron Donald, beast. I wouldn't fight him. And I'm glad you give him respect. I thought it was your Rams hate that was just going to kick him off. I was
No.
like, oh, no.
Yeah,
No, he's an animal.
he's the only reason why the Rams are even relevant.
Their defense is, like, crazy because of him. I know, like, he has, like, in the past 3 years, like, 57.5 sacks for, like, 4 or 5 years.
Dude's a monster.
And no one's, like, even close within, like, 10 sacks. So, Aaron Donald's an animal.
So those are the
only
best top 5 players in the NFL.
No, let's talk about Patrick Mahomes. So, Patrick Mahomes, this guy's
No,
great.
he's been training this entire time.
Nah, he's great. He was just a dad, so he had different distractions, you know.
Oh, and he had the entire number 5 on my team, just killing him in the Super Bowl. It wasn't Tom Brady. It wasn't him having to keep up with Tom Brady.
And it
That was not the issue.
Oh, you're just underplaying that 3 touchdowns. You're underplaying him throwing 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Oh, I'm not underplaying 12 guys chasing Patrick Mahomes and throwing it 50 yards downfield to hit a guy right in the head and it bounces off his head.
So if anything, it's more the player's fault than the defense's fault. No one was helping. Yeah, it's fine, Sal. And that line fell apart.
Oh,
right
so you
before.
wanted Travis Kelce on there because what did Travis Kelce do in that game?
Well, Travis Kelce's the GOAT, though.
Well, what did he do in that game?
He's had over 1,000 yards.
What did he do in that game? He lost to Tom Brady?
Oh my God. You swear, Travis Kelce.
He didn't catch a touchdown. Gronk did.
Travis Kelce's the best tight end
Did he catch a touchdown in that game?
in the NFL.
Did he
Well,
catch
that's
a
because
touchdown
he
in that
didn't have
game?
the number 2 player throwing it to him, which would have been Tom Brady, and Tom Brady's
I have
the
the
number 2.
cap. I have the cap. Okay, you're too loud. That's what that is.
Tom Brady's 2.
This is the official list, top 25
If I wasn't in love with Patrick Mahomes, he'd be 1.
of 2021. Watch, Tom Brady's not even good when they do the top 100 players. He's not going to be top 5.
Should we have no, we already have our bet, our $20 Pollo Loco. He's not going to throw for over 4,000 yards because you're just straight capping, and I understand. It's okay.
There's more games this year, too. I'm going to be pissed if he throws
Okay, how
for
about
like
this?
the final game.
4,000 yards, 16-game season. No, we're not counting that 17 then.
We'll see how it goes. I'm really to take the 17. I do well in these El Pollo Loco bets.
Yeah,
I've only lost-
I've won the first one, and then after that, I've just lost like 4 in a row.
But yeah, that's my list, top 25 players going into this season. What do you think? Is it loud? Is it all cap?
Should we do 2 loud minutes or just fuck everybody?
Should Tom Brady be higher? We're going to do 2 loud minutes.
I guess, okay.
Fuck you. Oh,
Okay.
we'll be back.
The show's over. Bye.
Get when I can. Up early in the morning with the Gap band. Burning rubber down to get a new car. So don't get jealous when you see me in the double R.
In your head. Two laps in your head.
Carbon Lounge. Culver City, baby.
Love Tom Brady right here.
A
he said-
known black woman. Yeah, he said fuck her. This is 2 hour minutes. This is actually going to be the last show we do in the studio because tomorrow we're going to be live at Carbon Lounge at 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. We'll be there all night, serving drinks, serving hits, hip hop, oldies, R&B. You know the deal. I'm not going to give you yacht rock like we do on the show. We're going to keep it simple, fun. It's going to be a lit ass night. Everyone's outside because it's summer. And yeah, if you're in LA, make sure you stop on down. And in the beginning of the night, we are going to give our picks. Probably over like 5 games?
Yeah, we'll have our games ready to go. On Thursday, U.S. plays Mexico, women's friendly.
Well, then I'm going for Mexico.
Women's team.
Did I stutter?
Okay, no, they have a girl from UCLA on their team too, Mexico.
Oh, then she's going to overthink everything. Totally. But yes. Anything you have to say to them, sir?
Follow us at Too Loud Sound and Ryan for more info. Too Loud with Sound and Ryan on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We are full episodes on Anchor.fm. Stop doing that. We don't do that. It's not the type of show. It's too loud. It's kind of that. It's more of that.
Too loud.
Biscuit off the counter, me and Floyd get the dumping. Not a drop of blood in us, but can't say we ain't cousins. Was on the Thiz all week, I think I'm finally recovered. And I tell you about it.
Only those two.
You want to be hyped, but
And I tell you,
be woke.